For months, diplomats believed the path to preventing a wider Middle East war ran through Iran's nuclear program. Negotiations focused on sanctions relief, uranium enrichment, and securing stability in the Strait of Hormuz. But now, attention is shifting to a very different battleground: Lebanon. What happens along Israel's northern border in the coming weeks could determine whether the fragile ceasefire between Iran and Israel survives or collapses into another round of conflict. The reason is simple. Iran increasingly views Lebanon and its ally Hezbollah as inseparable from its confrontation with Israel. Israel, however, sees them as two separate issues. That disagreement is becoming one of the biggest obstacles to long-term peace. Immediately after Iran and Israel halted direct exchanges of fire, Tehran sent a clear message. Iranian officials indicated that if Israel continues military operations against Hezbollah in Lebanon, Iran could once again respond militarily. Hezbollah remains Tehran's most powerful ally in the region, and Iranian leaders do not want any agreement that safeguards Iran while leaving Hezbollah vulnerable to Israeli attacks. Israel rejects that position outright. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's government insists it will continue targeting Hezbollah whenever it believes Israeli security is threatened. From Israel's perspective, allowing Hezbollah to regroup and strengthen along the border would only create a larger threat in the future. The dispute is also exposing differences between Washington and Jerusalem. U.S. President Donald Trump has been working to avoid another prolonged conflict with Iran. Rising oil prices and growing instability across the Middle East have increased pressure on Washington to keep tensions under control. Israeli leaders, however, remain focused on neutralizing Hezbollah's military capabilities, even if that risks upsetting broader diplomatic efforts. According to multiple reports, the United States has repeatedly urged Israel to avoid actions that could derail negotiations with Iran. In several cases, planned operations were reportedly scaled back following direct intervention from Washington. Recent diplomatic efforts have sought to persuade Hezbollah to halt attacks and pull back forces from southern Lebanon. In return, discussions have included possible Israeli troop withdrawals and reduced military activity. So far, neither side has accepted the proposed compromises. And this has left southern Lebanon as one of the most dangerous flashpoints in the Middle East. The concern among diplomats is that even a relatively small incident, a rocket attack, an Israeli airstrike, or a military miscalculation, could rapidly escalate into a broader regional crisis involving Iran. Even if agreements are reached on Iran's nuclear program and regional security, renewed fighting in Lebanon could unravel those gains overnight. For now, the future of the Iran-Israel confrontation may depend less on what happens in Tehran, Washington, or Jerusalem, and more on whether peace can hold along Israel's northern border. Lebanon is no longer just a secondary front. It may be the place where the next chapter of the Middle East crisis is decided.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.